Hello. Are you here for your eye exam? That's right. Please come in. Well, no, you're exactly on time. That's fine. No worries about that. So, how are you doing today? Right. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, do you have any questions, any complaints, any symptoms related to your eyesight that might be a bit alarming or bothering for you? Anything like that? Have you noticed any changes in your eyesight? Does it ever get blurry or something? Okay, I see. When it comes to vision acuity, has it been the same as always? Has it ever happened that you couldn't see something clearly enough? Or they wouldn't miss on some details? See, that's alright. Don't worry about that. I'll just enter some of this information so that we don't miss anything important. Good. Anything else you'd like to tell me? Please don't worry. We're gonna deal with all of it, so yeah, that's fine. We'll check everything. Your color blindness. By the way, talking about the perception of color, have you ever noticed any? Okay. Do you wear any kind of contact lenses or glasses? Got it. I see. Good. Alright. Well, I guess that we'll start with inspecting your eyes. I'll put on my gloves if you don't mind. I'll touch the area around your eyes really slightly. Don't worry. It's not supposed to give you any discomfort or pain. Good. Just in case, let me know, okay? Can I will lean a bit towards you, okay? Good. So, have a look. What if I press slightly here right above your eyes, above your eyebrows? Is it okay? And now below your eyes. Good. Okay, now may I have a look at your... Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's good. Please don't worry. I'll use some light, okay, to... Good. It's okay. Okay, could you please look up? Now look up again. Now look down. And down again. Please look to the left. Look to the left and look to the right. Okay. Well now, please look at the light once again and blink. And now look at the light once again and blink. Okay, so your blink reflex is working just fine. Good. That's good news. Okay, now check your purple. Yeah. No, that's good. Okay, perfect. Good. No, that's totally fine. Please don't worry about anything. Now, could you please follow my fingers? Please do it with your eyes only. Don't move your hand. Good. Alright. Now, please tell me when my fingers leave your vision, but look at my nose or somewhere on my face, okay? Just concentrate on one spot, and we are gonna check your side vision. If you can still see the items, the objects that you're not really focusing on, okay? That's kind of important. So I just need you to look at my face, maybe at my nose, wherever, and don't follow my fingers, don't follow my hands, okay? Good. Ready? Now, would you please tell me when my fingers appear in your field of vision? Perfect. Great. Okay, now, would you please tell me when you can see my fingers wiggle on either side, okay? If you mention the side, that would be like amazing. Good. Both, okay. Okay, wonderful. Now keep on looking at my face and tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. Okay? Good. So. I concentrate on my face. Good. Okay. Okay. Now all together. Wow, seems like your side vision is working great actually. Let's do a few more tests to check it, okay? So I'll use the light, you'll tell me when it appears in your field of vision again. Good job. Good. Great. Awesome. Now tell me which side it comes from, okay? It can be the top, the bottom, left or right side, okay? Mm-hmm. 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 Good. Bottom again. From the top. From the side again. From the bottom again. From the top again. Good. Now please count how many times it appears and disappears, okay? Good. Okay. Now, there's a smaller light. There's a bigger light. You can clearly see the difference, right? I think it's quite noticeable. So, could you please follow the smaller light for me? Good job. Now follow the bigger light, please. I'm trying to keep them on the same distance so that not to confuse you. Good job. Now what about this light? Can you see it well? Comparing to the previous ones, can you see the difference in color, temperature maybe? So this one seems to be a bit warmer, given this nice yellowish light. Okay, good. Could you please follow it for me? Now I'll close one of your eyes and I will still ask you to follow the light. Okay. Now with the other one, can you still follow the light? Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay. Now let's do a few more tests with one eye closed, okay? So I'll close one of your eyes and I will ask you to tell me when the light appears in your field of vision, okay? Good. Now, great. Good. Good. Wonderful. Now again with the other one. Just tell me when it appears. Build up pitch. Good. So you could still see it, but it got a bit blurry. Okay. Oh, it happens sometimes. That's alright. Please don't worry about that. Okay. Now, there are some things that I want you to follow with your eyes. They're not as noticeable as the light is, yeah. So these are these black kind of like spots, dots. Yeah, I will ask you to actually let me know when they appear in your field of vision, right? It might be a little bit more challenging because they're not as contrasting, not as bright. Thus, they can be like still noticeable, but not as easily, okay? Wow, If you're ready, I'm always ready. Okay, good. So, please look at these. Don't try to look at them directly. Yeah, just look in their center as always, and tell me when they appear in your field of vision. You can see one of them. Okay. Okay, let's try with just one. So, tell me please when it appears. Okay. Good. Good job. Okay, wonderful. Now please follow it with your eye. Your eyes. And then once again. Yeah, now you can look directly at it. Okay, now let me close one of your eyes for a moment. Please follow it with your eye. And now let me know when it appears in your field of vision. And now let me know when it disappears from your field of vision. Okay, now the other eye closed. So now it appeared, okay. Now tell me when it disappears. Now can you see it? So we can't see it anymore, okay? Now can you see it? So it has disappeared. Okay, interesting. Good. Now, please tell me when you can see 2 circles, okay? Now you can see 2 of them. What about now? Only one. About now. Please try to look right in the center of. Exactly. Keep looking at the center of the picture, kind of a field of vision. Okay. Now, how many circles can you see with your side vision? Look at my nose. About now. Okay, what about now? Okay, what about now? Okay, now, what about now? Now look at the center again. How many circles can you see? How many? How many now? How many now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, good job. Okay. Now, colors. What color is this? What color is this? Can you see the difference once again? Okay. Now please look at the blue one and follow it with your eyes. Good. Wonderful. Good job. Now, what color is this? Now, look at my nose and tell me which one is closer to you, okay? Good. Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll take my latex gloves off, okay? So, I'm not gonna touch your face anymore, so I think that will do. It feels really hot. Okay. Now, colors. More colors, yeah? What color is this? What color is this? What about this one? Still white. What about this? It's just tricking you. No, that's fine. I was having fun. I'm sorry. No, they were all white. You're right. It's just like, you know, throughout the whole day, like, I can get a little bit tired, so sometimes you want to joke around a little bit. No, that's fine. You were totally right. So all of them were just white. So that's fine. What about this color? Blue. And this blue again. Are you sure? They're both blue, but let's have a look at them. Can you see any difference between them? Maybe one of them seems to be lighter, one seems to be darker, brighter, different level of saturation. Anything? This one seems to be a bit darker. Good. Now, this one. And this. What if we compare them? Can you see any difference? Anything? Okay, which one is lighter? This is closer to neon green. And this is close to like grass green color. Good job. Well, you're definitely not colorblind if you can see such tiny differences and things, but let's just do a few more tests, okay? So what about this color? It's definitely red. What about this? What about this? So it's also orange. So now these two, are they both orange? Which one is darker? This one. And what about this? Got it. So now, what about this color? Fair enough, good job. both yellow, you're right, but do they look same to you? Let me bring them closer. Do they look same to you now? So, which one is lighter? This. Are you sure? Good. Okay, what color is this? What color is this? What about this one? Okay, let me ask you something. So these 3 colors, are they all same to you? Well, they might be all pink, but what shades of pink are these? So this in the middle is definitely darker, more like fuchsia. Okay, these 2, are they the same? And what about now? Anderson, can you see any difference between them? Do they look exactly the same to you? Okay. Now, these 2, are they same or different? So what color is this? And what about this one? Red again. Okay, wonderful. Well, you're doing good. Now, can you see anything on this postcard? On this picture? What can you see? Okay. How many cats are there once again? Good. How many pumpkins can you see there? Okay. No. Can you see anything here on this card? What can you see? Is there anything inside the green rectangle? Is it completely homogeneous? What if I put it this way? Oh, now you can see something. What is it? Kitchen. What about this card? What can you see there? How many shapes and figures can you see here? Okay. And what can you see inside the diamond? What color are these 2 triangles? Which one is lighter, brighter? The top one. Okay. What about this card? Can you see anything? Okay. And is there anything inside this heart? Diamonds. Okay. Got it. What about this one? Is there anything on this card? Okay. Let me see. And what about this one? Can you see anything? Okay. Well, and now, what about this one? So comparing to this, do they look same to you? So this has letter A inside, and this nothing. Okay, can Can you see any other shapes inside this heart? What can you see here? What colors are there? What can you see here? Are the colors like all the same? Is there only one color inside this heart? So there is a slight gradation from the darker to the lighter. What about this one? Can you see anything inside? What about this card? How many shapes can you see there? So there's one big rectangle and 4 smaller ones. Wow. I agree. Which one seems to be the darkest? And which one is the lightest, in your opinion? Can you see any patterns on them? About this one. Can you see any other shapes inside this triangle? What about shades of colors? How many shades can you see here? Perfect. Okay, well, that's an amazing precision. Okay, is there anything in common between these two cards? So the gradation of color in both of them. Wonderful. What can you see here, if anything? Alright. Okay. Kind of like some snake. Okay, good. Wow. I have no doubt that you can see colors and differentiate between them really well. Let me just type in results. We actually have done almost all of the tests that we were supposed to, so that's really good. How are you feeling? You feeling tired? Yeah? Is it your first eye exam? Okay. What was the previous one that you did? Okay. Well, now what is left is to check your vision acuity. So I have the Snellen chart, and please, could you read the third line for me? Yeah, you can see the numbers here. So line number 3. Okay, good. The next one, number 4. Good. Number 5. Okay, number 6. Are you sure? Good. Okay, then line number 7. Good job. Number 8. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's all right. Well, yeah. I will do a pretty similar thing, but I will close one of your eyes, okay? Yeah, so, and I will ask you to actually read certain line as well. Now, let's start with number 5, okay? Could you please read line number 5 for me? Good. Good. Now, line, okay, line number 4. Wonderful. Please try to read line number 6. Just give it a try, relax, it's alright. But if you make mistakes, it's fine. Okay. Now, line number 3. Good. Okay. Now, I'll close one of your eyes again, just for a moment. Let me know when you can see my fingers. Okay. Good. I was just checking if you can still concentrate. Okay, let's do a short focus test, okay? I'll show you some cards and you will let me know which one is missing later, okay? So please have a look at all of them. Now, please tell me which one is missing. About now? What about now? And now? Now? 2 cards are missing. Okay. Now I will also ask you to let me know if something else has changed. What about now? So this one was not initially there. Okay. Good. And what about now? This one is also new. Okay. Wonderful. So what about now? There are no initial cards here. Okay. And now once again, is anything missing? Is anything missing? Okay. Good job. So try to remember them, okay? So what has changed? Which one is gone? Good. This one. Okay. Now, which one is extra? Which one is the odd one out? So which one was given initially? This or this? This was. And this is the one I added. Good. Good job. Okay. So the level of your focus is pretty good. Just a few more tests, okay? So now, please tell me what colors can you see? Okay, great. Now, what has changed? So the red one is gone, and which one is extra? the purple one. Exactly. You did an amazing job. Seriously. I'm impressed. Okay. Good. So let me just type in some stuff. That's all right. Good. Well, do you have any questions? Okay. Maybe there is something you'd like to ask me about. Yeah. Well, when it comes to your eyes, you know that there are some things that you have to do in order to keep them healthy. So it would be perfect if you don't stare at the screen all the time, no matter what kind of device it is. So there are also different kinds of exercises you can do, at least in between some like work, studying, gaming, whatever, watching movies and stuff. So yeah, just get some rest, okay? Sure. Well, yeah. Do you have any questions? Any other things that you could think of? Okay. Well, just in case, you can always call us. You can always make an appointment. So don't worry about that, okay? I'll send you all the stuff to your email. So it's gonna be all right. So, well, I guess that I'll see ya later. Sure. Get some good rest. You deserve it. And have a good one. Thank you. Thanks. See you. Bye. Hello. Have you been waiting for long? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just really easily distracted today. There are so many appointments and stuff, so sometimes I just get lost in the moment. Sorry about that. Well, I'm really glad to see you though. Yeah, no matter how tired I am. No, that's fine. Okay, as far as I understand, you have already been to your ear exam, right? Okay, great. So now we can have our appointment, our eye exam, and afterwards you will be able to relax and get some rest too, right? Awesome. Do you feel tired after your ear exam? You sure? Okay. Just in case you feel thirsty, like you'd like a glass of water or an extra cushion maybe to feel more comfortable in that chair, do let me know, okay? We can totally provide that for you. Good. Well, I think that I have a bunch of really nice, bright, vibrant cards in here. So I do suppose you enjoy this kind of test. Let's start with your color vision, okay? You know, just to stir it up a little bit. And I know that we usually can start with some light tests and like follow the lights and testing your peripheral vision and stuff, but I really feel like starting with the color blindness test tonight, if you don't mind, of course. Good. So tell me please, what color is it? Okay. I mean, some colors can be okay, different shades, can have different names, or can have some similar hues and stuff. So don't worry, don't be afraid of making a mistake. Just tell me the name that you know of the color. So this one, good. Okay, what about this one? Well, we started with something more difficult than just yellow, green, and red, but anyway, I do believe in you. What about this one? This one? Of course. Now this color. And right away this color. Now, let's see if you see some difference between these two. Do they seem equally blue to you? Okay. Which one is a little bit lighter? This. Of course. Yeah, it's even closer to turquoise. Well, it all depends on the angle that you're looking in, on the lighting and stuff. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right. So I find your answer more than satisfactory. Good. What about this color? We have already had a similar one. Let's compare them if you don't mind. So, can you see any difference between them? A little bit. Again, which one seems to be a little bit lighter to you? This. Okay. Because you see, the trick is that when I hold them like that, not so many people can see the difference. Well, they still can, but not to such extent. And when I bring them closer, then it becomes very obvious. Okay. Good. Now, what about this color? Well, yeah, there is no room for ambiguity, right? Okay, good. Now, what about this? Good. And now let's compare it to this one. Well, again, can you see any difference between them? So, which one is lighter in shade? This. Oh, of course. Good. Now, what about this color? Great. What about this color? Good. What if I bring it closer with this one? Can you see the difference? What about this one? Can you still see the difference? They are almost the same. Which one is lighter again? This. You sure? Good. No, you're right actually. And what if I bring them all three like that? Once again. So the difference is quite visible. Okay. Now I have a card for you. It's from Halloween, sorry. I know it's not the best timing, but still. I would like to ask you, how many pumpkins can you see in this picture? I'll bring it closer to you so that you can focus on it. So how many pumpkins are there? Or at least as many as you can count. And what about the cats? How many cats can you see here? Okay, so there are definitely 3 cats. You're right. Good. Well, I find it really cool because basically it was wasn't really designed by professional scientists, but it is really cool that there are a lot of similar colors here. So if you're color vision, if you're colorblind, it might be a bit difficult for you to see all the contours and to differentiate between all the shapes given. Anyway, you're doing good. Wonderful. Now I have a few Ishihara plates for you. Right, so kinda Ishihara. They're handmade actually. Well, now let's just appreciate my creativity. Just kidding. So this card, can you see anything inside this rectangle, square, whatever you call it? Can you see anything else, any kind of shape or figure, maybe some letter, maybe some number, whatever? Once again, I'll bring it closer. Please focus. Oh, good. So, what's your verdict? You can see this round shape in here. Good job. Okay, what about this one? Again, I'll bring it a bit closer to you so that you can concentrate on it. Anything? Letter A. Ooh, good. There you are. Yeah, what about this one? Can you see anything inside? You can look at it as much as you want. Take your time, there is no hurry, I promise. So, anything? Are you sure? Let's try again. So, what can you see inside this round? Good job. It's really empty. Well, not like empty, but there's nothing decoded in there. Good. So, out of these three with similar colors, this one is kind of like empty. Look to check if you're paying attention. And then these two actually had something encrypted in there. Wow. Good. Okay. Let's just check a few more things. Tell me please, how many shapes can you see here? So there's one triangle. Okay, well, is it homogeneous in color? Can you see different shades, different patterns, or does it seem to be all the same color, all the same the texture pattern to you? I'll bring it closer once again. So, would you say, can you see anything? It's a little bit different. There are three parts actually, right? Good. Okay. Well, we are done with cards, at least for today. There are some more things, but today is not the most detailed eye exam that we're gonna have, so we'll get the chance to practice all of them, but maybe a bit later next time. Deal? Deal. Good. So, now, I have these two things. I will ask you to look right in the middle, right in the center. Concentrate maybe on my nose even, and tell me when you can see two circles. So, how many circles can you see now? Okay, what about now? Right, so just tell me when you see two circles. Deal? Good. Good. Awesome. Now look at my nose again. We'll test your sight vision a little bit. Look at my nose, but tell me how many circles you can see. So how many circles can you see now? Right, just one, but don't look at them directly. Look at my nose and tell me when you can see two of them. Good. Okay, let's try the other side. Don't look at them, look at me. Good job. Well, you're actually doing good. Wonderful, thank you. Now, Snellen short. Let's test your vision acuity, okay? So, tell me please, which is the lowest, the smallest line that you can still see well? Could you please read it for me? Okay. Good. You're doing good. Alright. Now let's try one line below. I believe in you. Even if you make mistakes, that's alright. So, just go ahead. No worries. Good job. There were some inaccuracies, but still overall pretty good. Now, I will give you this thing to close one of your eyes. And you can also do just with your hand, but I think that this one might be more convenient. Also feels more professional. Okay, so I'm gonna give it to you. Here it is. Good. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is to close one of your eyes with this thing. And I will also keep on showing you letters. You will tell me which letter you think it is, okay? Good. So, have you closed one of your eyes? No cheating. I will see. Good. So, what letter is it? Good. Got it. This. Okay, what about this one? Can you still see this letter? The first one in this row. Okay. And what about this letter? And this. Perfect. Okay, now you can switch the eyes. Cover the other eye. You can't literally switch your eyes, but anyway, I'm sorry. So, now, can you still see it? Perfect. So, what letter do you think it is? Good. What about this one? Okay, what about this one? And this? And this one? Okay, and what about this letter? Perfect. You're actually doing good. Well, you know what I'm thinking, that with Snellen shorts, we are actually done, and it's all good. So your vision acuity is pretty good as well. Okay, well, anyway, so what I'm thinking is that, oh sorry, I got a little bit distracted again. No, just having a look what's next in our plan. The light test, like I said, we will do them, but at the end, you know, leaving them for dessert. So, can you see the light? I hope so. Let me lean a little bit closer to you. Okay, just let me check if your pupils are just fine. All good. Good. Now, will you follow the light for me, please? Let's do it. I believe in you. I will ask you to hold still and not move your head. Just follow the light with your eyes only, okay? Is that possible? I think so. Good. So, keep on looking, keep on looking, keep on looking, keep on looking. Good. Okay, perfect. Amazing. Right. Concentrate on the light. Okay, great. So now I have some colorful lights for you. I will ask you to tell me which color the light is and where it comes from. And to make it more objective, I will ask you to concentrate on my nose again. So in such way, we'll test your peripheral vision. So it's blue light. Which side it is? Good. But now, green. Amazing. Where was it coming from? The red light. Okay. Now once again, the red light again. And what about now? Blue lights. And now green light again. Perfect. Well, you did a really good job with all this test, and I guess it's time to let you go now. That's right. Thank you so much. I'll see you.